Alright, $7 for gas. It's a lot of fun for $7.70. Alright, I think maybe we'll take a little ride around Green Lane, then come home. We got work to do. I've already been out too long. Hey there, Walt from Walt in PA. Here with another motovlog. That was a really awkward silence. And I don't want to start the video over again because that would just be strange, even weirder. So as you can see, I've got a new camera on the bike. I'm really excited about that. It was a birthday present that I bought myself a few days ago. And it's taking a little getting used to because I kind of want to look down at it to give that impression like we're having this deep conversation, you and I. On the other hand, I want to keep an eye on the road. I don't, and the camera's kind of low, so it's way down there, and I feel like I'm taking my eyes completely off the road in order to see it because of the style of the spike and the bars. So you'll have to forgive me as I try to get used to this this new motovlogging element. Oh mess. So I suppose I need to come up with some sort of topic for you. Otherwise, this is going to be a really dull video. Not to say it won't be dull anyway, but I generally like to have some sort of idea of what I'm going to talk about when I turn the camera on. And in this case, I want to talk about, well, you want to talk about supporting other channels, because I think it's important. So there's this thing going on with motovlog channels where they do a mail call or a shout out, you know, every so often, whether it's on a weekly or monthly basis or every couple weeks sort of thing. And it's something that I really enjoy. It's not usually the focus of the channel, but it is a supplemental video of some sorts to kind of add value, and I personally really enjoy it because it gives me exposure to different channels that I'm not aware of regularly, and it's where I've been picking up a number of new subscriptions for myself. So, you know, I'll see, you know, for instance, I just watched a shout out video from, oh man, who was it from? Blue Bike and Doyle, where he recommended, I want to say it was 5 different channels. Only 2 of the 5 I subscribed to already, so it was a nice way to get to know a couple of other channels and other content creators, and that's how I've been kind of digesting content over the last couple of days. So over the past few weeks, I've been kind of racking my brain as to how I could go about putting my own spin on promoting other channels. And the difficult thing was basically because until recently, all I had ever seen were mail call videos, and it just never occurred to me that, hey, you could just talk about someone and promote their channel without having exchanged a sticker with them. So that was kind of an amusing realization that I came to recently, and I kind of want to do the same thing, where I'm promoting other channels and being a good steward of the motovlogging community. So with that said, completely off the cuff, without really thinking about it much, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to recommend a handful of channels that I've been watching recently, and maybe tell you a little bit about one of the more recent videos that I've watched. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a disaster. Oh, you know what? I'm coming up near a park. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over at the park. I'll grab my phone. I'll take a look at some of the channels that I've been watching lately, and that'll at least give me a fair shot at not making a complete fool of myself. prayer in doing this and not burning up in the sun. Man, I'd go and sit, but probably be weird for a guy in a motorcycle helmet to go sit under a pavilion and talk to himself. That's not creepy at all. Alright, so YouTube. So we'll look at the comments. Machina Mike Moto. It's a channel that left me a comment. A couple videos back was the first chance I got to see it, and seems like a nice guy, younger guy. Just bought a Ninja 650, and his last video he was talking about the DMV, taking a ride out to the mall. Cool stuff. He's one of those channels where when I watch him, I have to kind of look over my shoulder, make sure my kids aren't around. There a little bit of profanity here and there, but good channel nonetheless. It's one that I subscribe to and have been watching, you know, anytime he posts a new video. The next channel I've been looking at is G Rathbun, and this is kind of an interesting channel. I think I was turned on to this channel through Mr. G 1965. I think it's one of the names that he has on his board in his shed. And the last video I watched, there was actually two of them, was on, oh man, what was it? It was on a ghost town, which was pretty cool, seeing these old dilapidated buildings in this mining town. And it was a two-part video. I watched both parts, both pretty good. So head on over to G Rathbun and check that out. Oh, another new channel for me was This Cowboys-Ride. And I came across this channel because the Blue Bike and Doyle did a video recently on doing a Walking Dead tour in Georgia, and the cowboy came along and he was kind of giving him a tour, and it was cool to see it from different perspectives. So I watched Doyle's video first, and you know, you get to see all the different things in the area and whatnot, and it's kind of cool. But then you watch the second video, which is Cowboy's video, where you get kind of a more in-depth look of what's going on, which again, pretty cool. So head on over to This Cowboys-Ride and check him out. MotoGspot. I believe that is a channel from Australia. Pretty cool. He's got a KTM and a Honda CBR 1000. And he's kind of going over his gear. I think that was another Mr. G 1965 recommendation. So pretty cool. Another video that I watched recently. Now I feel like I'm just giving you my my YouTube history at this point. And no, I'm not going to read while I ride. I'm just going to spin this bike around, get a little bit of a cheat sheet going for a couple of videos, and then go from there. So MotoGspot, pretty cool channel. Watched a couple of videos, good stuff. Head on over there and check him out. Then we'll do one more, I think. And that one more is going to be Saddlebags 73. And this video, the video I watched with that, was really interesting. He's from the UK, in England, I believe. And basically the video was comparing roads to see which ones were better for riding. And I thought it was pretty cool because just the roads in the UK look nothing like the roads here in Pennsylvania. And it's always cool to see just that different sort of historical vibe where he's going down this old country lane and you're seeing like thatched roofed buildings, which I don't think I've ever seen anything like that here, not even in like historical parks. I've never seen it. So it was really cool to see. And then at the end he did a Sorry, I forgot to put my visor down. At the end, he did kind of a time lapse, so you got to see everything in reverse that you did from when he went down the road the first time. So it was really cool. It was something that I'm looking forward to seeing more often. So I realized that this video was kind of awkward, and I basically just read you my YouTube history. But I've been subscribing to a lot of channels as of late, watching a lot of content. Oh, another one that just kind of popped into my mind was Motorcycle Momma. She is more of an established channel. I think she's got quite a few subscribers. She has quite the following behind her. But she posted a video last night about self-maintenance and doing things for yourself, which I thought was pretty good. One of the things that she had mentioned that I commented about was that the entire reason I bought this Honda CB650 was to give me something to do to de-stress from work, because there are times when I feel like all I do is work, take care of my kids, you know, and I don't mind it. I have a great work ethic. I certainly don't mind working, and I love my kids, but sometimes both can just wear at you, and having a little escape, whether it's for an hour or 20 minutes, it's an amazing stress relief. And while this bike was a little on the expensive side, and there was a lot of guilt behind it in buying myself such an extravagant gift, I feel like it was one of the best things I've done for myself in a very long time. So I don't regret it one bit. Oh, another channel. Alright, maybe this is a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be, because now I've got like channels popping into my head left and right. Is It Steph, which is I don't really know much about her. I only watched one video, and it was on a ride on her Harley FXR, where she rides through some scenic country roads, and it was an enjoyable video. It was relatively short. I want to say it was like 7 minutes, but it was fun. It was an enjoyable watch. Another one, Miss Moto Teach. The video I watched was not a motovlog. However, it was her most recent video, which was a hiking trip with her brother through, I believe she was in New Jersey. Going through some of the same kind of areas that I go through. Not obviously I wasn't like there or anything, but we have hiking trails that look very similar. Kind of rocky, uphill. It was kind of nice to see that sort of thing in a different area. So now I feel like I'm tapped out. Like I can't remember. I can't remember any other channels that I've watched. Alright, I feel like this video was awkward and strange, and it's about time to wrap it up. So with that said, please take a minute, check out all of the channels that I talked about. I'll have links in the description, make it a little bit easier for you to find them. And I think I'm only allowed 5 cards per video, so I may run out. So again, check the description for direct links to each of the channels that I discussed. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. So here's kind of a cool thing. If you have a channel, or you know of a channel, and you want to promote that channel, head on down to the comment section and tell me all about it. There's no need to feel kind of spammy. Just tell me about your channel. I'll check it out. Tell me about your friend's channel, your favorite channel, that sort of thing. And I'll put it in my queue and make a point to check it out. Alright, so really, that's going to do it this time. So, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support that I've gotten from the community. And as always, ride safe, and I will catch you in the next one.